Hello, and welcome to the latest edition of my occasional vlog. This episode was in collaboration with my friend Mark, and it documents a very exciting scramble and adventure which we had on Saturday the 11th of January 2020 in one of Hong Kong's premier scrambling and adventure locations, a place called the Feng Bi stream, which is located quite close to Lantau Peak. So most of the footage you're about to see took place on that actual Saturday, but also to give a bit more perspective, I interspersed some shots and footage which I took with my drone about 3 years ago of the same area. This is the twin peaks of Lantau Peak from the west, with the Lantau Trail with its steep steps snaking across the picture. And this is the point at which we left the Lantau Trail. And this is the first abseil into the gorge, forming the main part of the Feng Bi stream, which you can see now, full of the exciting scrambling. And here is the top of the ribbon waterfall, which we abseiled and then climbed up, forming the main event of the day. And here is the Shek Pik Country Trail. So I'm with Mark here at the start of our Feng Bi adventure in early January 2020. And I've just abseiled down into the gorge, and Mark is just about to commence that abseil as well. So this is at the very end of the gorge, terminates in a very steep waterfall section, which is actually running very dry at the moment. Oh, what do you think? So we're now coming to the most risky pitch of proper climbing when you're coming up here, which is this face down here. Now somebody has actually put a fixed rope up here since the last time we were here, although it does not look very safe, so I might try and make that a little bit safer. But this is leading down this line here, down this cliff. This shows on a topo which I put together from drone picture from that drone shoot 3 years ago, the exact location of that climb. So as you see here, I think it's around 5.6 grade. And then we have the mainstream gorge continuing back down. I think Mark is exploring the waterfall route down there. Yeah, how does that one look?
Well, it looks like there's another road being put in here since we were last here, but I'm not sure that it goes all the way to the bottom.
Yeah. Well, do you want to come this way, and then we can have a look? We can have a look at that from the bottom. Is it safe from the top? Is it securely attached though?
Yeah, it looks okay. But I don't see that rope near you going all the way to the bottom either. So.
So I've made this a bit safer with a figure of 8 down there. Oh, there's this crack as well. Actually, you know, it looks like your cat
Might go in there.
be okay.
Yeah, we can try it.
And we're just trying Mark's cam here to see whether it's going to go into this crack. Yeah, it does. It's almost at the full extension though. But yeah, I mean, I think it.
Yeah, so I was right. A number 4 would have been better, but they didn't have a number 4.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean that certainly looks good enough to me. Yeah. Now for the final main obstacle prior to the main waterfall area which we're visiting is this very steep and quite tricky section that we're just coming down here. Although relatively short, it's only 5 meters, 4 or 5 meters probably. And this feature is somewhat similar to the area we've just been to, in that there's the gorge here, or gorgelet, terminates in this kind of blocky, steep waterfall with some boulders, and then you've got steep walls on either side, and the escape, as you can see there, is on the left hand side going downstream, same as the upper feature. That short but tricky wall we just abseiled down is climb number 2 on this map. So here's the last section of the stream above the main waterfall, which we're then looking down to there. So here we are. This is the initial gorge section, and we're looking down the main waterfall there. Above it here, just contemplating how to commence. And the rest of the gorge towering above us there. And here's the position we're now in, at the top of the main waterfall.
I can try and come back up, so you can get ready to put me on belay on this strand.
Yeah.
I might be able to struggle back up.
Yeah.
And then you can go down and check it out.
Yeah.
See what you think.
Yeah. Or I mean, if it, you may put some knots in so that you can get up with fixed rope if need be.
That's the plan.
Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, if it just looks, if we've like grossly misjudged it, I think I've heard of people free climbing this. I'm pretty sure.
Right. Yeah.
So
Okay.
I think it'll be okay. I mean, soloing it.
Oh.
I think Jeffrey asked me.
So Mark is now ready to start his exploratory abseil with the aid of these hose pipes, if necessary, over sharp edges.
Okay, off I go. Yeah, I'm not sure whether this branch is going to come through or not.
Oh yeah, you've got quite a bit. You've got weight on one of the hose pipe lengths now. Yeah, how does that section feel?
Okay.
Hmm. Actually, while you're there, what does the big wall on that side look like? Because that's the one that we were thinking of looking at.
Clean. There's a nice slanting crack going up it. The waterfall.
Can you see over that edge now?
Yes, and it looks very difficult. So I think we were wrong. I think the difficult bit's going to be at the bottom here. It's very smooth.
Right. We haven't yet seen the waterfall from the other side, so we'll take a short interlude now back to the drone footage from 3 years ago. And there's the pool at the base of the waterfall. And we're now looking over the whole length of the waterfall, which is quite substantial at around 30 metres. And here's the section where, in the actual video, we are presently located while preparing for the abseil. And we're now looking into the lush greenery of the upper part of the gorge, and some other cliffs coming into view there, which, although smaller than the main cliffs in the lower part of the gorge, are still fairly substantial. And the Lantau Trail is actually on the left, and you may just be able to make out a pair of hikers just moving along the trail to the left. So I'm belaying Mark with the ATC in guide mode here, while he also has the other length of rope as a climbing aid or a self belay, an abseil. So Mark's just done the really difficult part of this. So how was it then?
Quite tough down the bottom, hard on the arms.
Yeah.
Steeper than up here.
Yeah.
Almost vertical at the bottom.
Right.
Get over this lift here. Okay. Hopefully the rest now will be straightforward.
Yeah. Alright, so Mark has just finished the climb. He's just at the top there, pulling in the rope.
Now it's Richard's turn to begin his descent.
Oh yeah, I can see that pipe now.
Yeah, it's
Rubbing.
It's right in position. It's almost coming to the lip, and then he'll disappear out of sight down there. So here is Richard coming up now. He's just done the trickiest bit, and now the rest of this ramp, contrary to what we thought, is quite easy.
Yeah, it was great fun actually. Yes, I really enjoyed that. Well, we've now finished our very successful climb up that waterfall. I think is it called the Ribbon? What's it called again, Mark? The Ribbon Tail.
Just called it a ribbon waterfall. I don't know whether that's the actual name, but
yeah,
it certainly looks like one, especially when it has more water.
Yeah, I think I've heard that name in some descriptions, but yes, it was very, very good actually. Perfect conditions, although quite hot today, and we're about to retreat kind of that way over the traverse. Perhaps investigate some other potential places to do climbs in the future, and we'll probably exit downstream to the Shek Pik Country Trail. So we're now going around one of the sections where I thought.
Thank God for the helmet.
Oh, what was that?
Did you see that?
No, I heard it.
Maybe you videoed it.
I probably did actually.
Yeah.
where
It almost felt like it cracked. Is it cracked?
No.
Straight on there. That would have been a.
Oh, do you mean you just hit your head on that?
Yeah, right on there.
Oh right. Okay. Oh dear. Well. Yeah, I heard like a kind of like a stone, hitting.
Yeah, that would have been.
Yeah.
Very, very painful.
So where Mark is now, I think there's potential for making some anchors, and then down here is the big cliff that goes right down to the bottom of the waterfall, to the pool essentially, but a little bit further to the left of where we were climbing earlier. And again, you get a fantastic view of the gorge from this position. The Feng Bi wall over there, with the very steep stream above, and then the mountains in the distance. Can't quite see it yet, but the Nong Ping big Buddha statue is just round the corner there. So we've just found some very good cam positions here in this crack, which is above the big cliff that goes right over that edge there and down to the bottom. Yeah, what do you think of those?
Yep, that one's good.
Yeah.
See, this is the other thing you've got to be careful of, why you've got to get them equally cammed.
Yeah, so if it walks, yeah.
So that's not gonna, well, it might walk a bit that way, but
yeah.
And that's the other reason why you want them triangulated.
Yeah.
So that
and the
there's
other
no
one
walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see that one's likely to walk a bit.
Yeah. But
it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But
So-
using them as an anchor though, that's much less likely because you've got three of them, they're
Yes,
equalised.
that's what I'm saying. We would
yeah.
put another one there and then equalise to here.
Yeah.
And then even if the rope pulls over there,
Yeah,
it shouldn't make them walk too much.
Yeah.
It's always hairy, abseiling.
Now another drone picture to see the exact location we're in at that point. And as you can see, we're above a very substantial cliff. So we're getting ready to do the upper pitch of abseiling from this point down here. We'll just take a quick detour along the ledge here, where you can observe the big Buddha around the corner. It's quite a drop down here though, but this is somewhere where I think also would make a good climbing line at some point. Mark is over there just pulling the rope down from that top pitch of abseiling.
Jesus.
What, is it stuck?
No, there's just a tremendous, well, it might be stuck, but it's more a case of being tremendous amount of drag.
Oh, right. I think it's okay. It's just because it goes fairly flat, doesn't it? Because the tree is quite a way back from the top, so...
I'm not sure we're going to be able to get it.
Oh, well, okay, well, hang on a sec, I'll...
Maybe I can get a better angle here.
Down here, it gets very, very thin, and I don't really want to go any further around there, but you can just about see the big Buddha. This is the exact point I got to on that previous clip, at the end of the ledge. There's also a few other things I want to point out on this picture. So this first position is the previous abseil anchor in the trees, and this is the tree anchor position for the final abseil. And here again is the pool below the ribbon waterfall and the top of the waterfall. So here's another view of the ledge over there with the big Buddha, the cliff below, and then Mark preparing for the final abseil. And you can actually see down here through the vegetation perhaps the bottom of the waterfall area, and then this rock face on the left, which we were investigating possible anchors for up there, and then the gorge where we have where we came from. Another view of the Feng Bi wall on the opposite side here.
So, last abseil of the day. Richard coming down. We just climbed this waterfall and from the top of Feng Bi, and we thought it would be difficult at the top, but it was actually more difficult at the bottom. Yeah, you get a nice shot of the waterfall from there.
So I'm now about halfway down the final abseil, and Mark's at the bottom. I think there'll be a parallel video of this exact same moment from his camera as well. So here is the pool at the bottom of the waterfall. So this is actually the climb which we both did. So climbing up this the actual line of the waterfall here, right up there to the top.
I actually came straight down on the left here, which was quite good. Yeah, but there's still actually plenty to stand on. But I had a whole bunch of knots in the rope just about where you are there. That's why I had to stop for so long to untangle it. Richard, yeah, safety. Yeah, I mean it's basically to the bottom. There we go, both home safe.
Right.
Good one. Wide ankle shot. So yeah, if you kept dry feet, you could go up the ramp on the left. It's kind of smooth, but we got wet feet at the bottom and climbed up the waterfall. It's not actually easy to traverse across to the waterfall at the pool level. In fact, it's nearly impossible. You'd end up falling in the pool if you came off. It is possible to traverse in higher, but you're about 3 meters off the ground and the rope wouldn't help you. You just come straight in the pool. Anyway, certainly in summer, getting wet's no problem, unless you want to keep your feet dry. But all in all, a good day.
Yeah, so another fantastic day's adventure in the amazing Feng Bi stream, the middle Feng Bi stream in Hong Kong. This amazing gorge here. And as I was saying to Mark earlier, we're very, very lucky to have these amazing places so easily accessible in Hong Kong. And most people have no idea that there are these, in many ways, kind of world-class, potentially world-class, scrambling and even climbing areas, just so easily accessible in this city of ours.
All right, signing off.
Actually, maybe world class is a little bit of an overstatement.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of a hyperbole, but
yeah,
it's not quite Yosemite, but it's.
So now making our way out of the stream. And here is the main trail. Heading back this way to Nong Ping and the bus back to Tung Chung. So here the Phoenix statue, Lantau Peak up there, the inverted bowl cliffs on the side. And you can't actually see the stream where we were, but of course it is somewhere hidden around there.